In this video, we are going to start Emporium MCQs set number 2. Its set number 1 is already discussed in the previous video. MCQs number first. In the preface to lyrical ballads, Wordsworth propounds his theory of poetic diction. Option D. Number second, Bernard Shaw drew his ideas for his play Men and Supermen from the philosophical doctrine of Nietzsche. Option C. Number 3. A sonnet is a poem of 14 lines. Number 4. Which of these novels is not made by Ave Compton Burnett, Officers and Gentlemen? Number 5. Here is God's plenty, about whose work does Dryden say this? Option B. Chaucer. Number 6. Wordsworth defined poetry as a spontaneous overflow of powerful feelings. Option C. Number 7. Astrophel and Stela is a collection of songs and sonnets by Philip Sidney. Option C. Number 8. Who is Afraid of Virginia Woolf is a dash by Edward Albee. Option number B is mentioned in the book. Option C, but option B is correct option. Number 9. Holy Sonnets was written by John Donne. He wrote a religious sonnets of a collection of 19 religious sonnets. Number 10. Which of the following poets said, "My name is writ in water"? Option C. Keats. Number 11. Which of these writers do not belong to the colonial period of American literature? Option A. Walt Whitman. Number 12. Precocious, the first novel by James Fenimore Cooper, was published in option D. It is 1820. Keats, number 13. Keats dies of tuberculosis. 14. Lame's essays contain a fine blend of humor and pathos. Option C. Number 15. Who is regarded as the father of American poetry? Walt Whitman. 16. Which magazine did T.S. Eliot edit? The Criterion. Option B. Number 17. The name of the host in the prologue to Canterbury Tales by Chaucer is Harry Bailey. Option C. 18. The line "I am not Prince Hamlet, nor was meant to belong nor was meant to be belong to T.S. Eliot poems." Mean which poem? Option C. The Love Song of J. Alfred Prufrock. 19. The line "I am not Prince Hamlet, nor was meant to be" this was a repetition of the previous MCQs. So number 20. Which poem of Keats deals with a theme similar to Shelley Alastor's? Option A. Hyperion. And book option B is there, Endymion, but the correct option is Hyperion. 21. In which country is the story Othello set? Venice. There was a great hue and cry against hardy novels, tests of the D'Urberville and Jude Obscure, because of obscenity in them. Option A. 23. In which novel of Jane Austen does the character's name Darcy appears? Pride and Prejudice. 24. Milton acted as a Lytton secretary to whom? Oliver Cromwell. 25. He found the drama crude and chaotic. He left it a great force in English literature. About whom has this remark been made? This was made about Marlowe. So 26. Who called Bacon the wisest, the brightest, and the meanest of mankind? Option C. Alexander Pope. 27. Others abide our questions, thou art free. Who has said this about Shakespeare? Option C. Matthew Arnold. 28. Give the name of King of Scotland murdered by Macbeth. Option B. Duncan, or you can say Duncan, etc. 29. Life is a tale told by an idiot. From which play are these words quoted? Option C, Macbeth. 30. The weave, better to regain in hell and region in hell and then serve in heaven, has been expressed and paradise lost by Satan. 31. The Rubaiyat of Umr Hayam was translated into English by Edward Fitzgerald. 32. Who is Hamlet's beloved in Hamlet? Ophelia. 33. Emerson has been called the lovely wayfaring man by whom? Thomas Carlyle. 34. Fairy Queen is a allegorical poem. 35. Milton Paradise Lost is written in blank verse. 36. George Eliot is the pen name of Mary Ann Evans. 37. Dryden's play dealing with the story of Antony and Cleopatra is named All for Love, and this was written in blank verse. 38. Which of the undermentioned books contains much of the background material for Foster's novel A Passage to India? Option D, The Hell of Davy. 39. Pope's The Rape of Lock is a mock heroic poem. 40. Keats abandoned his poem Hyperion because it contains traces of an excessive influence of Milton. 41. Which play a Shakespeare is said to be his most delightful comedy, Twelfth Night? 42. Affection may one day smile again, and till then set thee down sorrow. This line belongs to Shakespeare play Love Never Lost. 43. He was the man who of all modern and perhaps ancient poets and the largest and most comprehensive soul. This remark was made about Shakespeare by Dryden. 44. Which of these writers were awarded the Nobel Prize? All of these. 45. In As You Like It, Rosalind loves Orlando. 46. Which of the undermentioned plays of Shakespeare is not a tragedy? Twelfth Night. 47. And Milton, there is always an appearance of an effort in Shakespeare, scarcely any. This remark has been made by Dr. Johnson. In book, there's option of Matthew Arnold, but Dr. Johnson is correct option. 48. Both are lyric poems in form of plays. About which poem of Milton does Macaulay say this? Option D, Comus and Samson Agonistus. Number 49. Maggie Tulliver is a tragic character in George Eliot novel. Option B, The Mill on the Floss. 50. Who among the undermentioned poets regarded as the poet's poet? Option E is correct, which is not there, which is both, you can say B and C, means Milton and Spenser. Thank you.